Welcome back, everyone. It is episode 21, January 24th of Beastern Boys Sports Talk with Marcus and Silas. We have a
greatest weekend in the history of football.
Greatest weekend of football. Divisional round recap, and then we'll end off with UFC 270 recap. Plus,
I forgot about that. I'm so excited about that.
And then you get to see me rant about the Packers. But
yeah.
Let's get into the first.
Can we do Packers last?
I was gonna do that because I can't do it.
You can't. You don't want to. We'll do that last.
I literally will not have enough energy.
No, I know. We'll do Saturday though, and then we'll do the two Sunday games. Yeah. Just to start it off, all of these games were ended on the last play. All four, 3 field goals, 1 touchdown in overtime, but every single one came down to 0 time on the clock or in overtime with 1 play to win, and they all won.
You just as a fan, you watch this whole shit go down, and you go, "This is why we love football."
I said that.
This is why we love sports. This is why America.
I didn't watch the night game with you. Jaden and I were like, "This is why I love this shit. Like, this is why I literally this is my passion." Like, you're watching that game, and
you're just so entertained, and this is why it's the greatest league ever. Like, seriously, it's just hard. Also,
biggest sport in the best country. Yeah. Come on. Like,
also, I went 1-3 in this weekend's bets.
I think I might go on 0-4 on actual spread.
So it was a cold week. I mean, 3 out of 4 road teams won.
So and
it was ridiculous. So let's go to Bengals 19 at Tennessee 16. There was just so much. It was like Bengals literally gave up a NFL record of 10 sacks in one playoff game.
Lost. Or in one. I'm saying the Titans are setting records and making Joe Burrow's life the most hell it can ever be. And they still pull out a win.
Yeah.
Look at these quarterback stats too. Tannehill 3 picks, 1 touchdown. Burrow no passing touchdowns, although he had a great game, but
he had yards.
But no in the picks.
Yeah. I mean, Ryan Tannehill just signed like a 5-year extension.
Yeah.
How old is the dude? He's like, I think he's
30.
I think he's 31 or 32.
Yeah.
Here, but it's just like, man,
he's 33.
This is a very big game. You're number 1, and it's like
got a first round bye, man. You got to heal
literally
the body.
The very first play of the game, they faked the handoff to Derrick Henry. Literally blue balled the entire Tennessee franchise.
Yeah, it would be like Clay passing up the wide open shot when he comes back from 2 years off.
Like blue balls like the entire fans, and then just throws a dart to Jesse Bates.
Yeah,
like that was just these horrible interceptions.
It's so funny. You just start and you're like, oh god.
But then he has like so much confidence to just throw probably one of the best touchdowns I've ever seen.
Yeah,
perfect placement.
AJ Brown.
Yeah, to AJ Brown.
Who had a field day. He was he was their offense.
Yeah, surprisingly. I mean,
really surprisingly. Derrick Henry. I mean, what's your full opinion? Do you think he wasn't at 110% when he comes back?
Probably not. I mean, it was his first game back.
No, I know, and it's not even disappointing. He had 62 yards and 3 yards of carry. I mean, the range joke is if you get 3 yards of carry, you can run the ball 4 downs and literally walk down the field so it's not bad. Yeah. But I was expecting a big run. I was expecting some hit. I don't know. It makes me think that him playing for the last week of the season was never even an option. Do you agree with that? Because if he wasn't at 145% healthy, that was all talk to start him.
It's just so confusing because Bengals just have. Also, I mean, the other wide receiver, Jamar Chase, dude. Did you see? There's a screen pass. It was like, why are they doing a screen pass? He goes for 40 yards.
Literally.
He's so fast.
Just
he's incredible.
He turned into Tyreek Hill mode, but I saw it was a bubble too, right? It's like what we do with Boston, with
a little bit
similar.
It was just how he just makes something out of nothing.
There was nothing there. He beat the first tackle and turned it into 38 yards up the sideline.
Ridiculous. And this postseason run by the Bengals is just so fun.
So impressive.
True underdog story.
If we could go anywhere, dude, I would love to go to Cincinnati and if they make the playoffs just because they have been sad there for so long.
People, we were all saying they're probably gonna be maximum 6-win team.
Yeah.
Because they don't have an O-line blitz. Like,
have you seen I'll pull it up for you later, but this dude on TikTok pulled every single ESPN guy. He pulled even like Zach from Strong Opinion Sports, Colin Cowherd, every guy when they did their preseason ratings. I predict they're going to go 6, and I predict they're going to win 8 games. I predict they're going to win 5 games, and then it's like Joe Burrow smoking a cigar after winning the first game, and I'm like, I just love that for that city, and yeah, super cool.
It's just
weirdly though, least storied game is a 19-16 game, like the least.
Yeah, I mean, this has been the 3rd time Tennessee's had the 1 seed and they lost.
3?
Yep.
3 times in a row?
Yep.
Wow. The other were...
Two of them was from the Ravens.
Oh, my... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Tannehill is the best when he's super talented around him. Like, I mean, they have...
I mean, they got Derrick Henry back. It was just
but
I'm
saying, like, to win 12 games... But no, I'm saying, like, I think everyone likes to think that. Like, he's only good when he has Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown there. But then it was like, he proved them completely wrong when Deontay Foreman is
he's 33 right now.
Yeah.
He's 33 years old. And his stats is... I mean, I remember middle of the season, I was like, this is a bad season.
It's just the most... It's not...
He's 21 touchdowns and 14 interceptions.
I'm going to say it's the most mediocre you can be and have a job. Like, don't you think so?
Well,
I mean, Jameis Winston.
Yeah, but there was a time where he was 14-14. So
he cleaned it up at that
until once it became playoff time.
Yeah,
he was like, uh-oh. But
he went back to his Miami days when the
Bengals are just true underdogs, and they're just so fun to watch. And if you're Tennessee, like, you got to evaluate Tannehill. Like you got to watch all the film, and it's like, is this? You don't want to wait. You don't, because you don't want to waste Derrick Henry's prime.
Because if they go from 12-5 to like 9-8 next year, it's going to be a dumpster fire. It's going to be Derrick Henry trade talk. It's going to be Tannehill. Vrabel would walk out the door.
Like
he's such a good coach.
Yeah, he is such a good coach.
You got to keep watching Man in the Arena. I keep saying that it's so good, but seeing him talk and I never watched Mike Vrabel highlights playing tight end and linebacker for the Patriots. So super cool.
But yeah, I mean, Bengals' first ever road win, playoff game. They're just
so cool.
And they're 1 win away from going to the Super Bowl. 1 win away.
As everyone who thought they were going to go 8-8, you literally should write up an apology for that city.
Yeah. I mean, that's all the notes I have on that.
Yeah, jump down to the Rams game.
Yep. Rams 30, Bucks 27.
We got to start with the legend of Cooper Kupp. The legend of Cooper Kupp.
Broke Rams' franchise playoff receiving yards from 187, 9 receptions a tud.
Between St. Louis and LA days, think about the people that have played there. Like, this isn't this isn't the Jacksonville Jag. No history, no really staple, super insanely dominant Hall of Fame level play. That's like breaking Lakers records where it's like, dude, the competition you had. Everyone was stacked up, but you're back against the wall.
Yeah.
And some kid from Yakima, Washington went to Squanchini, where we go. It's so funny.
Rams almost did the biggest
they almost pulled the Falcons, dude.
Yeah, they that was bad.
Tom Brady was like, oh my god, are we in the...
He started bleeding, dude, and I was like, you don't...
Did you see that clip, though, of him
they kept doing that after every commercial break. They were like... Oh, remember this picture?
That might have been the coolest picture, live.
Yeah,
when it first popped up, by the end, I was like,
because I felt this story, and I was like, uh-oh, I've seen this too many times. They zoom in on Brady where he's frustrated.
Well, we watched it happen, though.
Balls out.
Yeah,
we'd all know that.
At one point, what was it? It was 27-3.
Yeah.
And then it turned into 27-27.
It's just that offense is so beat up, dude. They didn't have Tristan Wirfs. He was out. Like, they were so unbelievably beaten up. They re-signed everyone. It's just people were getting hurt left and right.
I think that they will be the number one. I think they'll be like a plus 200 to win the Super Bowl. They're the highest ranked team next year if Tom comes back. That's my next question. Which was
at the same time, I don't think Godwin's coming back next. No, I think he
torn ACL, but it'll be like 12 weeks in. I mean, he won't be healed.
I mean, David Bakhtiari, it almost took him the entire...
It almost like a whole season.
Yeah. So, he literally came back week 18 if we didn't have... Or week 17. If we didn't have a week 17, he wouldn't have even been
back, yeah. No, but, I mean, he'll be 45 when the NFL season starts next year. When he'll be 46, he's still Tom Brady. He has the arm.
Yes.
His brain is... I mean...
He literally just broke,
I don't even think
career numbers.
Yeah, breaking career numbers at 44. I don't even think it's,
Yeah.
And I don't even think this is controversial to say, like, greatest football mind in the history of the sport. Like, I don't think that's even controversial.
He's the GOAT for a reason.
Yeah. But next year, if they don't win a Super Bowl, does 46 going on 47? Like, he'll be 45 next year and then 46 the year after, obviously. But
it's like, it's really like, Tom Brady wins a championship or it's nothing. Like,
it is, because it's like, it's like where you one and done. Like, not even one and done. I mean, it's like, you're super impressive, but it's that we're going to get into so many off-season stars when this all starts wrapping up. But
I mean, Rams, 4 fumble losses. It was complete mayhem. Strip sack from Brady.
3 and outs when they just
and then all of a sudden a hike, like miss hike, goes forever, and it was just insane. And honestly, like even Cooper Kupp's awesome catch and I think the MVP was literally Aaron Donald. Like
the whole game. Like, you see those highlights?
7 pressures, 1 sack, and like 43 pass rushes.
It makes no sense. Were you seeing the highlights they were showing between quarters of them trying to do everything, chipping him every time, doubling him, and the dude was taking arms and pushing him
and then
back.
Leonard Floyd, and then Von Miller is just getting to go and just
going one-on-ones.
Yeah,
it opens up.
Von Miller looks like a beast, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's looking like
he's looking like
back to Denver days.
Back to early Denver days. I'm talking like Seahawks Super Bowl, like 48.
Yeah.
Like not.
And then Odell, I mean, 6 receptions with 69 yards. It looks like he's just having fun. It's not like he's trying to be the main guy.
That's the coolest part, though.
He's just he's part of the team, and I feel like
drama-free. Is that not a big thing?
It's so drama-free.
So drama-free. He's kept his mouth shut. He celebrates. He wears a little visor. You're not seeing facial expressions. I mean,
he's having fun. He scored 6 touchdowns. Dude,
since he left after not scoring a touchdown,
he's a baller, and it's just happy to see him happy, you know.
Yeah. Me too. That's the big thing.
I don't think I can't see the Rams re-signing him because they don't have any money.
Yeah,
unless he just wants another. I mean, he can live off his endorsement.
Oh yeah, no,
the rest of his life, but
yeah, but it's like the contract he could get would be the biggest of all time for a receiver. No matter where he goes, it's OBJ, and he just proved that he's still the best or top.
As a wide receiver too.
As a wide receiver too, was able to put up. I mean, it's funny because he's not a wide receiver. He's a wide receiver too because Cooper Kupp had the triple crown and he has record-breaking stats, but he'll never ever be the number 2 again.
No.
And the only reason he was treated as a 2 is because they have the greatest receiver in the NFL this year, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. It's just so that catch, the toe drag swag, that was insane.
Yeah.
But it's just it's crazy how all these acquisitions are just now finally gelling. It's just they're peaking, but man, oh man, it was just almost looked like an epic disaster. At the end,
I was in the middle of a thrifting store with my friend sitting on a couch, just I was well, because it was 27-3, and then I was okay, throw it up while I drive, put it on my speakers, I want to hear it, I can't miss this all. And then the second we saw it, I was oh yeah, no, there's no shot that I'm not gonna sit down. So I was literally sat there, but then we had this guy walk up to this, it was me and Jaden, sit on the couch and watch the game with us. It was so fun. He's what, man? The Bucks are coming back, man?
What? No way.
No.
Yeah, because they look dead. They look so dead.
Yeah.
I woke up, at the second quarter, and I was what is going on? It was 3-17, and then, I don't know. But, yeah, Bucks, I don't, people are going to throw the retirement word around Brady for the rest of the offseason.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to retire, though, but yeah, that's just going to happen with media. Next, though, probably the best game I think I've ever
seen.
It was everything.
I'm serious. I mean, for old head's sake. Oh, sorry. Grown adults listening. Please let me know down below if there's other games that come to mind. I would happily watch them.
Yeah.
Or if the games are getting lesser, I will watch a game from the 90s.
Definitely might be a little recency bias, but
But the amount of offensive yards, touchdowns, and points scored alone, you have to the most perfect quarterback play in the history of the NFL.
Yes. Bills 36 at Chiefs 42. There's 25 points in the last 2 minutes of the fourth.
2 minutes 10 seconds.
That is ridiculous.
There was 17 points in the last minute and 10 seconds.
Mahomes had 378 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Allen had 329 yards and 4 touchdowns.
No picks.
No picks.
Zero picks in the whole game.
Both played literally a perfect game.
Yeah.
Perfect game of football.
This is playoff football, and this really shows the gap when teams like the Bills can put up, almost a perfect game. And add 100 rushing yards and 68 from Josh Allen on top of a perfect game with no fumble. Just a great game.
With 13 seconds left against the number 1 defense in the league, who didn't get a single Pro Bowler, which is crazy.
So funny. It's such it's such a joke. That's the one. The baseball one's fun. I'm making you go to it next time it's in Seattle. The baseball, home run derby, sick.
Oh, that's sick.
Basketball one's fun because it's just dunks. Football one is I literally will watch a TV show over the Pro Bowl.
Literally.
It's so stupid.
It's pointless.
But Gabriel Davis, real quick.
Yeah, dude. I kept looking at him over the season, who's this guy who keeps getting all the touchdowns?
I have digs on my fantasy team, man. There was weeks I was like, why is Gabriel Davis quietly just outshining him?
Yeah, there's multiple games. There's why is he the main guy? He just broke. He just broke all time touchdowns.
Touchdowns. 4 touchdowns by one player is the highest of all time in the history of the NFL. He's 22.
22 years old. 22 years old.
I got friends that are 22. That makes no sense.
0 sense. And he plays like a beast. His route
running, the head fake to get someone to literally fall over.
Cornerback on the 4th touchdown. Absolutely cooked him. I don't know what else to say. He was just he's definitely a star in the making, and Bills have a guy. They definitely have a second wide receiver.
That's the scary part, though, is this
dude's a 4th round pick.
From where? I actually don't know. From UCF. So, guess what? Those are those back when UCF was winning all those games. Remember? Yeah. I'm gonna go watch that dude's college highlights because that was when UCF was going 10. Remember they went 12-0 and didn't make the college football playoffs, and everyone was we're so sad.
But he had 8 receptions, 201 yards. 4 receiving touchdowns. That's absurd. You watch him play, and it's
second-year player. So he was drafted at 20. So he played 1 year at UCF. Drafted at 20.
Yeah.
Means he didn't redshirt either.
No.
This is so crazy. Travis Kelce and 900 other people have the NFL or used to have the record for 3 touchdowns in one game. And Travis Kelce, Randall Cobb, Rob Gronkowski, Sidney Rice, a Seahawk, Larry Fitzgerald, Jerry Rice. But 4.
That's ridiculous.
4.
That's ridiculous. And it was such a great game. And this is the point where we kind of get heated. The overtime rules. I'm sorry, but for such a great game and for a game what we do in elementary school, a fucking
coin
flip. I don't know. I'm very in the perspective of this has been such a great game. I feel like both teams deserve to get the ball at least.
When I said to Jamie, we were sitting right there, I was who wins the coin flip wins the game. And unless there's a pick 6, I could guarantee, I would literally guarantee whoever won the coin flip,
I don't know how they can, they obviously should create, a new format of the overtime, but just if we can see both teams with the ball at least.
What's it going to take to get there? I know that we've put 0 thought. This is not something we've planned out, but I want to hear what your hot take right off the bat. What would you do to get there? You're the general
let's
manager.
Say score touchdown. Other team obviously if it's regular season, if they score a touchdown, if they kick the field goal, regular season, it's a tie. But if they go for 2, they win.
Okay. I was going to say, I think 2-point conversions have to be required.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not going to... All right, here's 2 things. If we want to just say, screw it, let's just play Madden, we give both teams have to touch. A field goal, the other team gets the ball and can score a field goal or a touchdown to win. A touchdown, and you have to go for 2, and the other team then gets the ball and has to score and go for 2 and get both. So you basically could score and not get it, or score and get it, or score and pick 6 it for 2 points and win. There's a million outcomes.
Yeah.
So, but the issue with that is, with the 2 of these teams, they both would have scored and gotten the 2-point conversion. So we can't play 7 quarters if we're just. They could go back and forth and could have had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could have. So. Dang, I don't know. It's really tricky. I don't want to see that college BS where it's here's the 25-yard line.
No, yeah,
put up 74 points in overtime with no timed.
Yeah, I don't want total overtime, but definitely a modification because I think would all just as fans and being entertained, we would like to see Josh Allen at least try to get another chance at the ball.
I mean, that's like, and like we've said it before. Obviously, injuries suck, but between him and Diggs, I actually was like, damn, man, those dudes worked their butts off. They did everything they could. Their defense couldn't stop the Chiefs for one drive. Couldn't stop the Chiefs to get 50 yards in 10 seconds to kick a field goal. Couldn't stop Mahomes from walking around. Couldn't stop read option. I mean,
everything.
Brutally bad defense for that.
Yeah. It was just one of those games where just defense wasn't even a thing. It just it went out of control.
Yeah. Josh Allen holding back tears. I was like, damn, man, that dude did the cookie cut. Your offensive coordinator said, what could you do? Play like Josh Allen did and we win. And
this is gonna be a rivalry for years.
You said they play at KC next year, regular season?
Yeah.
Can we go to that? Let's plan that. I'm dead serious. Let's plan that now.
Yeah.
Let's buy some plane tickets to Kansas City, Missouri.
That'd be sick.
It would.
That'd be sick.
Arrowhead looks so cool. That's soccer vibes. That's Brazilian soccer vibes with 100 band people.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, dude, what is this?
Yeah, what is going on? Ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. It was just such a great game.
4 straight times that the Chiefs are hosting the AFC Championship. Yes, 4 straight, the most ever. It's we went up and down from is Mahomes just super overrated and just played dog water in the middle of the year? But then it's postseason.
We gotta keep saying now on next year it's gonna be but postseason Chiefs.
It's gonna be dude, they can go 9-7.
It's postseason Brady, just different.
Yeah.
That's serious.
They could go 9-7 or 9-8 though.
Mm-hmm.
And get the wild card. And I still would say, hey, you're not gonna host it, but you're gonna be in the AFC Championship somewhere else this year.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Who else comes to mind is postseason Jamal Murray. Do you remember that series, the Denver-Utah series with him and Donovan Mitchell? And the two of them have never played
that was in the bubble.
That was it. That was... Yeah.
That was so fun. One was dropping 50.
The other was dropping 45 the next night. Michael Porter Jr. So off topic.
I remember it was after Jazz lost and one of the games and Jamal Murray's like, man, I'm here to get a smoothie and look what I see. Donovan Mitchell drinking a smoothie.
He's like, I see Donovan.
I have to see
the bubble was so cool, man.
It was just
super awesome. Literally the two of those dudes, they're both super talented and T's and B's Jamal Murray, rest up. Fix that AC, but the two of them have never played that well for the rest of their career. They never did before, and they probably won't after. They both just turned into Michael Jordan. Do we, can I do the honors or no? Should we do a UFC for... No, because people are not going to listen. No. Whatever. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, this... I don't even know where to start. It was super low scoring. Nothing was supposed to happen like this. I wouldn't even Aaron Jones had a real solid rushing game. No touchdowns, no picks from Aaron Rodgers. 9 incompletions, not bad in any sense, but you had to win a Super Bowl and he was going to retire. I think if anything else, he's leaving or retiring and take the 4. I'm sorry. It's sad. It is what it is. And then I have some headlines to read you. From news sites, it's just
oh great, I fucking love
Throw Rogan, and they called him Throw Rogan. And it.
Okay.
If you're my family now, click off.
Yeah. Packers. Okay. I'm gonna go. So I will obviously throw out we are 0-4 against the 49ers in the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers. It sucks. It fucking really hurts. I'm gonna be honest. I'm right now sad. You're probably gonna see my voice just rise up, but I'll just talk about the game first.
Yeah.
Fuck you, special teams. I hate you. I literally hate you. I said it since the goddamn first episode of this podcast. I go.
The first day we did it, you
Mason
said
Crossbars
is gonna lose the freaking playoffs for us. I will pull up the tape. We have receipts. Week 1, man. The first episode.
At halftime, going in at halftime, we get a field goal blocked, and then probably the most important punt
in the history of
in the season.
I wouldn't even say in the season. It's everyone knew what was on the line. It was
it gets blocked. It just gets blocked, and everyone's like, "Where's the ball?" Straight in the end zone. it just hurt so bad. We were the worst special teams in the entire year.
And the best offense. Or second best.
Yeah. And then defense. I'll go to defense. I can't say anything bad about them.
You held them to 13 points, man.
Held them to 13 points at home. We've been beat up all year. Our all-pro cornerback, our all-pro linebacker were out the entire year, basically.
Yeah.
And we managed to still beast Rashawn Gary. Props to Rashawn Gary, man. He's a beast, and he's going to be a star in this league.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's unbelievably good. And Rashawn Douglas, who's been he's just been such an amazing pickup for us. Practice squad guy getting released and him showing his name to everyone. He's so incredible. We're top 5 defense. Like, we look so good.
Favorites in this game.
It just sucks because at the end of the game, it was 49ers being the fucking 49ers just running the ball
really well, though.
Like it finally, we were just getting tired. I mean,
defense spent too much time on the field.
Yeah, it was just way too much time. They just got tired, and I mean, it's just hard to keep that. And offense, dude, that was pathetic. That was actually so almost more pathetic than week 1. Like, seriously, that was miserable. Like, buddy, Aaron Rodgers, you can't be throwing checkdowns all game.
All game.
Do you see Aaron Jones receive? He literally led the team in
receiving.
You can't be throwing, I understand, maybe that's what the defense is giving you, but,
or that's what he's being told.
As an offense coordinator or something, change some crap up.
I don't even think it's a hot take. And it's arguably the greatest thrower of the football. Not quarterback. Yes. He hasn't won enough Super Bowls. He hasn't, not the stats, but, strictly arm. He understood, too, that, we're playing week to week. Whenever it sends, it could be done. So I don't understand in his head, too, of why you would choose to do that.
Yeah, it just, the entire game was checkdowns at Aaron Jones. And then, all of a sudden, our one deep pass was at the end of the game to Devontae Adams, double coverage.
Dude, that was where I was like, dude, are you trying to pick it and pick off?
What was that play? I understand Devontae's great. He's amazing.
Oh,
he's the best receiver in the league.
Yeah,
not
stats wise, but
yes. You watch
route running wise and getting open wise and dropping, that's not a debate.
But
really, I don't believe.
Double covers like that, you can't throw that ball, dude. You just can't. You got to find someone else.
Yeah,
and it's just frustrating. We're the best offense. We're one of the best offenses in the league, and we only scored 10 touchdowns. That cannot be happening at all. And it's so annoying because the past 3 years it's been the same goddamn thing. We get the first seed, everyone's literally sucking our peen, right? Dude, we're so good. Imagine everyone going to Lambeau. Imagine
Cowboys vibes.
Yeah, imagine everyone going to Lambeau, dude. This is gonna be so tough. Maybe we're not that good. Maybe at home isn't always the best.
Maybe we're
actually not a threat. Seriously, this is so annoying.
And regular season wins are so irrelevant in the playoffs. Nothing matters.
It doesn't matter.
It's a 0-0 start.
It doesn't matter.
Can I lighten it up and read you two funny stories about this exact situation? Okay. So, Maurice Drayton is the special teams coordinator. They rank dead last in every single special team's physical stat by Power Football Focus. Every single one. So, returns, you guys have 3 coaches, which is so funny. I mean, we don't have a special teams coach here. It's a small school. You guys have 3 fully paid people. Anyway, apparently this dude just getting abused and harassed by the internet, which is not surprising.
Yeah.
It happens, dude. I mean, so listen to this. Directly after his Wikipedia was he hasn't gotten fired. First of all, I hope that. I know you guys don't have an owner, but if that dude is a special teams coordinator when you start the year, you might as well. I don't care. You can put Tom Brady quarterback. I don't care. So it says Maurice T. Drayton was born. Blah blah blah. He's a former special teams coordinator, so it's just kind of funny. But then you go over to what his actual Wikipedia says now, and it goes. An American football coach and former player who's the current special teams coordinator of the Green Bay Packers. He died January 22nd, 2022 after complete, utter failure of the 49ers. And I no one to talk because I didn't watch film of this. I haven't studied this, but what part is coaching and what part is player? Because he's not fixing a drop punt. I understand that, or a drop kick. Yeah, but I don't know. It has to be coaching though, man.
It's been all year. Our special team's been so bad, and it's just so annoying. But are off. It's annoying every year. It's, oh man, we got hot. It's like this year. It's like, what's different? Yeah, we have fans, but did you see like 2 years ago? Like we got railed by the 49ers.
Yeah.
What changed? Like our defense is amazing, but dude, Aaron Rodgers can't be throwing checkdowns like that. Like in this toughest playoff game. I literally said after 49ers beat the Cowboys, I'm not confident in this game. Like that's the one team I didn't want to verse because they're the hottest team going in, and I don't know what I'll do with myself if they go to the Super Bowl. I don't know.
What if they win, bro?
We're not even going to talk about it.
I'm so dead. No, I don't know. I don't have a lot to add on it, and you don't have to now if you'd rather delay this conversation to Friday's episode. But like, are we like? I'm not going to bring teams in or where he could start or does he retire, but is there a percentage odds that he says, I love this city and I love Devontae Adams and I'm going to just finish out my career here and not be dramatic, but I'm not also going to retire? Okay. Is there a chance? Like, if so, give me a percentage because I have what in my head. But
all right, here's my deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I thought about this literally all weekend. Like I literally every single time I've hung out with Marcus since then.
We talk about it.
I said I'm not saying anything yet.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna say right now. I'm not gonna have an off season where it was like last year. I as a fan, I don't.
What do you mean by that?
How it was all this media stuff.
Okay. No,
it was very, in my opinion, very childish on both ends. Super childish, and I understand Aaron Rodgers wants to change something within the
it's
program,
mature,
which is I understand because I'm on the same page. But you can't be that immature.
Two things I want to add. One, I agree, and I think it's mature. Like not like, oh, you're super mature, but like you're able to see that. Basically, the Packers are not going to come out and shit talk their quarterback.
No.
But if your quarterback has zero filter and says whatever he wants, it's going to lead to a completely painted one. Every story has two sides. You will never hear the other side of that because the Packers are a $1 billion organization that has no like. Yeah.
But it's just like I wish both sides just could have talked. I don't think Aaron Rodgers needed the entire summer until the very
That's where I was like, dude, you're being dramatic, man.
Like, this is way too traumatic. Like, it doesn't take you a whole offseason to find yourself and say, what do you really... Like, dude, like, can we just... You guys can be adults. Like, you're making millions of dollars. Let's just go have a conversation. Let's go try to win a Super Bowl instead of the whole turmoil. All right? I don't want that this offseason again. He might request a trade. And, quite frankly...
So that's...
Like, I'll do it, dude, because I don't want this drama anymore. I don't want it. I feel like every single week I love that he's being unfiltered, but at the same time, just as a fan, it pains me.
So compare our quarterbacks, Russell Wilson. It's day and night. You never hear Russell Wilson curse. He says, "Go Hawks." He praises God. He wears a chain with a. I'm just saying it's funny to even to bring up. Because they're polar opposites. Like, Russell is what every GM is like, oh my god, this dude keeps his mouth shut, praises God, has a wife, children, and never has gotten in any trouble. And personally, though, as an outside perspective, I wouldn't want it as my quarterback because week in and week out, the storyline isn't, can Aaron Rodgers have a better game next week? It's like, oh, what's up with his broken toe and the ivermectin he took and FaceTiming Joe Rogan and cursing on Pat McAfee. It's like... sorry to interrupt, but my other question is, if he comes out soon, if it's later, I literally I don't support the man.
It needs to be soon, point, right after Super Bowl.
At some point, it's like...
It's not like before draft night.
Yeah. If it's all the way then, man, or after draft night. Yeah. Hey, I'm still not sure, guys. Okay, well, do we draft another quarterback? Is Jordan, so I'm thinking, if soon he comes out and goes... Fuck it, he doesn't even have to apologize for the offseason stuff. If he just goes, hey, I'm fucking Aaron Rodgers and I'm coming back, cool. Are you hyped as shit?
I'm hyped.
Okay, as long as we're on the same page.
Because here's the thing. If he wants to leave, also that means Devontae Adams is gone. Mm-hmm. All right? We don't have a whole lot of money. Like, he will be gone. But here's the thing. Here's the thing for both of them. If you look at all the other teams where there might be destined to go, there's not a single, name all of them, there's not a better opportunity than Green Bay. I'm going to be completely honest. If our damn GM gets actually a little aggressive and goes get some players for us, then I love it. But what? The Broncos? They don't even have a head coach, and their line sucks, dude. Yeah, everything else is all right, But like the two main things for Aaron Rodgers, a head coach, he's gonna go under a first year head coach. No, he's not.
No, absolutely. Like I make the Broncos jokes because I genuinely think with like a superstar head coach and Aaron Rodgers the quarterback, they win the Super Bowl. But he's not dealing with the new coach at 30
and a no line. Why? You're getting older and you're getting slower.
He's 38. He'll be 39 when the season starts next year.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And then what else? Like Washington football team, that's dysfunctional. That is dysfunctional.
They also are missing a lot of pieces. They're not one or two. Even if him and Devontae both go together, they're not one. Is Devontae's contract up?
Yeah.
Okay, so Aaron would have to be
trade. And guess what? If we trade Aaron Rodgers, we're getting a lot back. I mean, this is back-to-back MVP peak, and
how many years are left though? Because if he doesn't have a lot,
he's only 1 year because they restructured.
So you won't get a lot though. You're not getting a lot because.
But still, we're getting the draft pick.
What if you guys go? He does. All right, I'm just afraid. He does not have a no trade clause, so he doesn't have a choice essentially, right?
Yeah.
So hypothetically speaking, they could literally trade him to Jacksonville for a bag of chips and potatoes, and go, hey, go be his backup and either retire or piss. Like they could do it.
I definitely want him to be happy and
and
retire his jersey.
I don't want to see.
I don't want turmoil.
No.
But at the end of the day, it's like, buddy, wherever you want to go, that opportunity is nothing like Green Bay right now.
And if you can come back with a smile on your face, no drama, and Devontae next to you, you're in the same position next year. And I think
I don't want to. It's so difficult the position we are. I don't think Zadarius Smith's going to be here. I think he's going to be gone. Mm-hmm. So that'll help us with cap. But Devontae Adams deserves to get paid like the best receiver in the NFL.
And if you're not going to do that, get out.
I don't want to trade him. I don't want to franchise tag him.
He'll be so upset about that, man.
It's just not okay because if he gets hurt, it won't be nice. But yeah, it's just like, hey, if those two want to leave, good for you. But guess what? You don't have an opportunity to win a championship unless it's at Green Bay. I'm just saying that. But at the end of the day, I'm a Packer fan. And if I'm rolling Jordan Love, I'm rolling Jordan Love. We drafted him for a reason. He's sit behind Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. He's going in this offseason. I hope he has the best offseason yet. Hopefully he just understands the game a lot more.
Yeah.
And he feels a lot more comfortable by week 1.
Are we getting an Aaron Rodgers Tuesday tomorrow?
Yes, I'm watching that.
I'll watch it live. I'm not. That's not waiting until it gets my YouTube. Sorry to try and special teams again, but it literally is a problem. I have to keep bringing it up. The previous 7, yes, all 7, not 7 of the 8 or 10, Packers special teams coordinators have been A, forced into retirement, or B, got fired. So this isn't like a coach. This is like a general manager is just hiring some idiot off the street. Oh, let's pay you the bare minimum to learn how to punt. The one exception, actually, my Seahawks helmet up top out there is signed by Mike Holmgren, the Seahawks coach, and we lost to the Steelers in the Super Bowl, which is pretty fucking cool. That he's the only exception. He was this Packers special teams coordinator before going to Seattle, before getting a promotion. Other than that, like, I'm just thinking at some point it's not the 3 dudes. Mm-mm. It's like a general manager thing. It's like where's your owner?
Yeah. It's just I don't know. It's like, hey, if they're gone, that will relieve a lot more stress off me, a lot less drama. But at the same time, you guys are a hell of a lot of great ball players, and you don't have a better opportunity to win a championship other than Green Bay. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I'm going to just keep firing questions.
Yeah.
He retires. Happy, sad. Do you feel okay?
Yeah, he retired as a Packer.
And then I think that I agree with you.
Thank you. You did everything. Back-to-back
for sure.
Back-to-back MVPs. You did everything for organization.
That's all you can ask for.
And thank you.
You just play for one team.
Yeah.
Even better. And that's a big thing for me. I'm a big LeBron James hater. You're a bum. But random.
Far left.
But I think the thing is, you guys can't pull a Calvin Johnson. This can't be like we're going to trade you, we're going to be pissed, we're going to make a scene. If you do that, dude, like, it'll be the most, like, least look, like, it'll be very frowned upon. So, like, it either has to be very civil trading, where he's like, hey, I feel like I have 3-4 years left in me, could you trade me somewhere?
Yeah.
And be like, hey, I'm like, be very, very, like, it can't be like like we were saying, it can't be his last offseason. And, like, it's funny to bring my mom, but my mom we always talk about this, and she was definitely like, what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers? Like, like, obviously, like, the dude's, I mean, you don't see football players that are
not your average quarterback.
And to be honest, though, if he didn't play as good as he did, you're not playing anywhere when you talk shit like that. But
it's just
basic. Yeah, I don't know how to.
Also,
we're just rambling at this point.
Also, Robbie Gold should be in jail. for literally.
Did you see
at the Cowboy game? With the cheerleaders, he's practicing field goals. He's not being respectful for the entertainment business.
Stop it.
And then
stop
during our player introductions, he's still practicing kicks. He's disrespectful and he needs to go to jail. He needs to. It's just that's not okay as people who pay good tickets for those playoff games. Wow. They don't want to see that. What if a ball gets hit in the cheerleader face?
That is true.
That's not cool, dude. Dude, that's not cool. What if you kicked Aaron Rodgers in the face with the football? I don't know, dude. You would have gone to jail. You would have gone to jail. All I'm saying. He needs to go to jail. He's disrespectful. He's ruining the entertainment biz. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. Hot takes. Did you hear about this shit too? That apparently he's... Sorry, filter's turned off.
Yeah.
I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Did you hear about how he's talking shit? I'm not even going to say the word because it's probably going to get taken down on YouTube, but the vid, the illness we all know and hate, that he was talking shit about how Joe Biden's handling the shot.
He's already talking about it?
No, he talked about it right before the game. Apparently, was liking things on social media, talking about it. Like it's every news article before the loss was already Aaron Rodgers.
It's not like I disagree or agree with any
no,
of this.
and we don't give political opinions.
I hate controversy. It's
no,
just,
yeah,
I don't want my quarterback
to... You guys, quite honestly, will never hear us talk politics. I will make sure of that.
Yeah,
like, this is a sports podcast. It's fun. But
we're two dipshits talking about sports.
Literally, like, I'm not going to give you my doctor opinion, but like,
no,
we could. Like, I just think that I loved it though, like him coming on and the whole Rogan thing, and
it's nice.
But like, it's nice to see. It felt like a human being to me.
Yeah,
it felt like a raw, uncut. I don't care, human being.
It was just hard just seeing every week the media. Like that's just what it boiled down to for me.
And a lot of it was over dramatized. Like a lot of it was like
way over dramatic because that's what they like doing.
That's the news, man. So if you give them an inch, they take a mile. So you can't bait them every week with these absurd headlines and these absurd clips.
I just don't think that's what will happen when we have Jordan Love, honestly. And I don't like seriously.
He responded to the controversy about this and basically just shit talking the whole thing about it. I don't want to apologize for being myself, Rodgers told ESPN. I just want to be me. Like, I'm sorry, but you're making... Like, I love the dude. I've told you, I was honestly a little sad when they lost because I've become, like, that was the team I rooted for this playoff. I was a little sad as well. Now it's Team Bengals, Hundo P. Let's go, Joe Shiesty.
Yeah, dude, I'm ramming Bengals right now, but...
Wow. Broncos are... the Denver Post article today.
Yeah.
The Broncos Journal. Let Aaron Rodgers speculation begin.
That's his graveyard if he wants...
Well, I just couldn't agree with you more. There's no... I don't even... A hot take. If he leaves, he doesn't win a playoff game. I'm sorry.
No.
I just think that you are...
His championship window's out if he retires.
He could go to Seattle and you won't win a playoff game. I'm like, I don't care. We can do a quarterback swap. Yeah. Take Russell Wilson.
I think we'll go to the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
And if
I think that with it...
Whoever we draft or if Devontae...
Hot take, because I think Aaron's better. Less drama. You guys could have been in the Super Bowl with Russell starting, but that's a... No, Aaron had a great
chemistry
season,
with Devontae is just insane. It just...
But... I mean, he made the joke months ago, man. It's impossible for me to win an MVP if they won't let it happen. He did everything in the whole entire planet to make sure they had to give it to him. Like, that was pretty gnarly, but... Can we jump to some UFC for a quick moment?
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Hopefully everyone listen to it, and this will be the only jersey will be up for me.
Yeah, we're tired of the Packers.
He can put up...
I'm gonna keep rotating. I have a whole collection. It's kind of keep it fun for you, but...
I might go get a Cup jersey, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, man. And then, we'll be buying EV jerseys in the offseason, wherever Eric goes, but... UFC 270.
That was fun.
What did you think? I know we didn't watch the card. You were busy with recruits, getting the team ready for next year.
Yeah, dude, that was serious. Like just as like a
first pay-per-view, full watch.
It is so methodical, and it's seriously an art.
It's an art. I try to break it down.
It's such an art form. I don't know. It's like each movement is a counter piece. It's seriously like chess.
It isn't just like that. It can be over if you mess it up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like. Francis, he was like pinned up against the the octagon.
Yep.
And against the fence, and all of a sudden he like kicks the other guy's legs out, and it looked like he almost dislocated his shoulder. Dude. I go, oh my god, dude, it was insane. I was like, this is crazy, man. Like how it's ridiculous how much time and energy and people are with outside of endorsements, like this is their paycheck.
This is their pay, and a lot of these it's not good money. Like I hate to say it, and like literally, screw you, Dana White. Pay your fighters, you piece of shit billionaire. Like literally, like I don't feel bad about that. Like
Team Jake Paul, man.
I can't. I hate. and the guy who fought is 10-0.
Yeah.
But like, I had to pull it up just like paint a picture. This isn't like people. And like, you're not gonna make anyone watch fighting, but like, this is an art form, and these dudes are black belts in their thing. Most of them won their school's Division I wrestling championship. They could beat most boxers, and it's mixed together to be an art form.
It's like with definitely with the level of pay and the risk reward is just it's hard where it's like if all you know is fighting, it's like like Sean O'Malley has a character in Conor McGregor. You have to. So
these lower card
these guys who are just kicking the shit out of them are like. You give them a microphone and they're like,
thank you. See you guys in the next 3 months. It's like, dude, come on. You can't do the brain damage to make a McDonald's fighter pay. But like, Sean O'Malley's a perfect example where he hasn't, I mean, I'm a big UFC fan. He hasn't fought anyone necessarily hard in any way, shape, or form. It comes with time because if you fought someone hard before you're ready, you die in front of everyone. But he's made himself a few $1 million when other guys that have his record don't have a few $100,000. So, but... I paint a picture of who he was fighting is Cyril Gane, who was 10-0 until he just lost 10-1 now. They used to fight together in France, used to be training partners, but this dude's, I mean, people know UFC, know these names. Derek Lewis. Everyone knows who Derek Lewis is. Like, Alexander Volkanovski, who fought John Jones before for a belt. Jairzinho Rosenstrike, who is nuts at fighting and kills people. JDS, Junior Dos Santos. I mean, this dude has fought people. Like, he isn't a bum. And the coolest part is, Cyril Gane's a kickboxer who everyone was talking about that if he was the favorite. Actually, for him to win via submission, which is anything choking, tapping, twisting your legs, was plus 100. It was the most likely outcome. And he quite honestly got dominated on the ground. Like, Francis is the one that's supposed to knock you out standing up. And instead, Francis took the route of, hey, I know, I mean, I think he beats Tyson Fury in boxing. I think he's the scariest man this world has to offer. I'm dead serious. And Francis was like, hey, if you guys think this is going to happen this way, let me train my ass off and make sure I can do that to him. So if it gets there, and then it became so dominant, Francis was trying to take this dude down. Dude. We've never seen that. He has no submission wins in his career. I don't believe he has one. I really don't. It's all knockouts. It's all decisions. It's not his thing. And it was like, it would be, I don't even know, like in football terms, it would be like, oh, we have the best defense and we shut down your pass, and then the other team being like, let's pass it 68 times for 600 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like, it's absurd, but Derek Lewis is not happy with the UFC, and I'm on team, or not Derek, Francis Ngannou is not happy with the UFC, and intends on breaking his contract very, very, very soon, and it's a free contract sport, so like, essentially what I mean by that is like, me and you could, with some hours of paperwork, could start an MMA company and contract and pay people and put it on a pay-per-view site. So he wants to go fight Tyson Fury and, make $30 million instead of a few million from Dana White getting scammed. And then at the same time, with like Khabib and Eagle FC and all their fighting things, it's super cool. I'm just team him because I think it's a scam to not pay these dudes well enough.
It's just like, I feel like it's definitely getting a lot of attraction. There's a lot of people.
It's the fastest growing sport in this country.
Yeah.
Like
it's just like...
Yeah, I mean, they're selling out arenas and people bet millions on every Saturday.
Like, kids are, like, they're getting their, like, skulls kicked in, dude. It's like...
Here up in Spokane, we have 6 MMA gyms. So it's like, it's becoming a thing where people see, they want to wear the UFC across their chest. But, like...
Yeah, it's becoming big and big. And it's, like, they're, like, waiting for their paycheck is literally just to kick some ass in like 3 months.
For sure.
It's ridiculous.
Like the brainers. Do you know that they do medical suspensions? So your whole body, I mean, I don't know if you know, I don't know exactly what Francis said, but he had an injury going into this fight. And I mean, we've heard of dudes fight with torn ACLs in this. I mean, I don't know if people, like, you could play, I don't even know how to describe it without telling I'm talking down on a football player who's played through an injury, but like, it's very much different to play through a torn ACL when someone's not leg kicking you 74 times on your torn ACL. Like, I don't know how to say it other than that, but people fight through injuries. I mean, it's such a cool sport. And I think you watching the countdown episodes and the breakdowns of watching them actually fight and getting to see their smile and giggle and shake, it becomes personable, which is like with something with sports. Anyone that doesn't like sports, I can make you like sports. Like, I'll tell you a story about, we always talk about Cooper Cup, but I'll tell you anyone's story. Let's give me, like, Eric Barr here from Inglewood, California, moved to Chile, like, something like that. And you're like, dang, that's a really cool story. That kid moved across the country and worked his butt. But says he likely has to get surgery after badly damaged. He said, I have a very damaged ACL. That was 25 days ago. So that would also justify why he was trying to be on the ground. But he said, I think I'll need surgery. And more than likely, it's a fully torn ACL after getting a leg kicked.
Because he kept
32 times on so.
Yeah, he's getting pegged, dude.
But the other thing is no facial change. Buddy's straight faced as you're kicking his partially torn ACL.
He's cold, dude.
So, no, but by the medical, sorry, country, but the medical thing is they do brain stuff, they do leg stuff, they do full body checks, and then they literally suspend you. So they'll be like, hey man, you're not allowed to sign a contract for 4 months. Like they do it every time. So I don't know if it's out yet, but it's a safety thing, and it's like, how do we make people not die thing? Like, but every time, there's sometimes like, yeah, it's, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just insane. It was just insane and
super cool. And if anyone
I'm just so down.
It's like here's a perfect example. That's one of the longest medical.
Yeah, I remember
seeing
that. I was like, oh!
Like ones like that, but
her whole skull is like inflated. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
guys, it's not a pretty picture.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna show you. It's so nasty. But I was thinking it's super super cool. But mainly the playing through injuries thing is super like fighting, not even playing is super super crazy and more like. So like, look, these aren't like, in trouble suspensions. It's facing 6 month suspension, sideline till summer. It's like they do UFC for medical suspension benches for 6 weeks. I mean, it can be as little as 2 weeks, but you're literally not allowed to do contact. It's like, yeah. So it's I don't know. People don't understand that side of it. It's not just like, hey man, how quick can you walk in a straight line and come fight again? It's a lot more, but. Yeah, no contact until February 17th, no contact. Some of them are like, you can see, like just 2 months, 1 month, which is reasonable. But others are, I mean, we've seen 9 month ones. Where it's like, hey man, we don't want you to push your body, we won't let you fight, so.
Yeah, pay the players, dude.
Pay those fight. So, we have 2 minutes left, but real quick, to wrap it up, the UFC pays the fighters, they do sign these contracts. This isn't scamming, they are signing these contracts. So at some point, it is you. But you can't demand more money and you're happy to be there. The NFL, NBA, MLB, and MLS almost go down the middle at 50-50 owner-player. The UFC gives 12% to the fighters. The Fertitta brothers who own this and Zuffa are all worth billions. Dana White, billion. Like, I think he's at a few billion at this point in time. So that's the part where I'm like, I love this sport and I will support it because us supporting it and not paying for it, but I want to come after me, Uncle Dana.
Come after us.
But... it's a disgrace, and every time a fighter speaks up about it, I support them. And like even Francis Levy, if the dude needs to go leave and make $30 million in one night, be my guest. I will watch it.
Yeah, we're a pro player podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh hell yeah! I don't like not to bring, but I don't want to see some old. I don't even say right, but I don't want to see some old dude making billions, and then the people that are making the billions for you are like. I mean, some dudes always talk about, oh, I just can't eat. Like what?
What?
So.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but
I would say Friday? Is it a double Sunday? It's just
double Sunday.
So Friday or even Saturday if we want to, I don't know, see stories unfold, spreads move. Saturday morning at the latest or Friday night.
Yeah.
Great episode. I'm super excited. So.
Yeah, I mean, quick. And then we'll talk more about NBA.
NBA's like even Friday's episode. We could only talk 2 games for so long. I don't want to do a 10-minute episode. So.
Yeah. So we'll talk a lot more NBA.
A little more basketball. Talk about Steph Curry can't shoot anymore. Is Klay Thompson's leg still working because he's sitting out for a week? Like
the Blazers.
The Blazers still stink.
Anthony Simons. I mean, he's a baller. I will say that.
Goat.
Yeah, but episode Friday, and we'll see you guys Friday. See ya.
All right, later.